All right, part two on the world's best cold calling framework. So in the previous video, we talked about the intro, right? How to structure that to get into a conversation, or at least the right to position the conversation 95% of the time. If you want to watch that video, I'll link to that below. The second part of the cold call is the problem statement. So in the problem statement, what we're looking to highlight is a key problem that this individual, the prospect that you're speaking to, or their business is facing. And we want to outline that problem in detail and ask them if that's something that they're struggling with at the moment. Right? So highlight a key problem, ask them if that's something they're struggling with at the moment. Let's jump onto the computer and I'll walk you through a couple of examples.
All right, here's the first one. So this is delivered immediately after the prospect gives you the permission to continue, right? So can I have 20 seconds to explain why I've called? Sure, right? Then we roll into thanks. So typically we work with BDR teams that are missing quota due to the fact they don't have enough conversations with prospects. Not because they can't convert when they speak to them, but because they don't get into enough conversations. Does this ring true with you as well, or? That's the first example, right? Second example, we help marketing teams at consumer brands such as X and Z finally get clarity on how their investment in brand marketing is impacting awareness and preference rates without spending tens of thousands of dollars with the likes of Nielsen and Kantar. Curious if you have a way to track this day to day at the moment. And then a third example, right? We help construction companies remove the fuzziness that occurs when trying to communicate what's happening on site with management and other stakeholder groups. Is this fuzziness in communication something that ABC company struggles with at the moment? Right, so you'll notice here what we're doing is we're outlining a problem, right? In this problem, BDR teams missing quota because they don't have enough conversations. In this problem, right, getting awareness and preference rates without spending tens of thousands of dollars. In this problem here, fuzziness in communication that occurs between on-site teams and management. Right, so you can highlight a key problem and then frame that in a quick 15 to 20 second spiel, right, that outlines exactly how you help this person by centering that around a problem that you help them to solve. Now when you do this, right, things to think about when you're creating these problem statements: make it as specific as possible. To do that, you can use terminology, language, or jargon that your prospects use, and keep it short, right, less than 20 seconds. But we really want to focus in on a problem that that person is feeling or that that business is facing. We want to outline that in detail and then ask them if they're suffering from that at the moment. That's all we need to do in phase two, right? Outline a problem, ask them if they're struggling with that at the moment.
Right, so that's it for the problem statement. Right, what we want to do here is really try to tease out things that they may be struggling with that we know, right, that they could be struggling with based on conversations that we've had previously, based on the problems that we've helped other customers to solve, based on what our market research tells us people in these positions struggle with, right? So you really need to get specific here because this is really your one shot at getting deeper into the conversation with a prospect. If your problem statement resonates, you're going to get into a good conversation. If it doesn't resonate, you're going to get shut down at this point of the call and you're not going to be able to get any information from them. Right? So this is probably the most crucial part of the cold calling framework. You need to nail this in order to get into the next step. And this is the step that unlocks those high quality conversations. So take the time to craft this in a way that's going to get cut through. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'll be talking about the next section of our 4-part framework, and that is the pain discovery, right? So keep an eye out for that. That'll be posted tomorrow. Thanks.